Hello everyone and welcome. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a sales funnel without using ClickFunnels. All right, so let me show you the final products that we'll be working on. So this is the main page. So this is the landing page, okay? So all these things are highly customizable. In fact, I've actually gone in and changed these images. So we can go in, these FAQs, we can go in, change the colors, we can do all of that. But the most important thing here is to show you the flow. I mean, how things are flowing on this sales funnel. Okay, so the visitor comes on this page. This is the product we're selling. It's the whey protein. So if I click here on buy now, this will automatically take us to the checkout page. Now on this checkout page, again, I've added the product. The background image is also added. Now over here, this is the most important part. So we can actually customize these fields, remove the ones that we don't need, leave the ones that we need, and I'll also show you how to do that. So once the customer fills in all their details, over here on the right, we have this order bump. Okay, so this is an energy drink. I'm selling it at 50% off. So if the visitor comes here and checks this button, you can see here it's been added and it's £4.50. Now on the bottom here as well, we can also add the quantity. So let's say the customer wants to buy more than one. So they can just add, as much as they want here, and the cart is automatically updated. Now, if you can also add some coupon codes, and I haven't added this here in this example, but these are all opportunities that you can highly customize your checkout page. Now, on the bottom here, you can proceed to PayPal, and we can also add some testimonials here on the bottom. And I also show you how to add these onto your page. So the most important thing here is it's very easy to customize and it's very easy to add any items onto your pages. Now, once everything is gone through and the customer has clicked on proceed to PayPal and the payment has gone through, they also get a thank you page. So again, I also show you how to create it, how to add the video at the end of that thank you page. Now, if you're new to this channel, my name is Mac. I create web design and marketing videos. So go ahead, hit subscribe and also hit the bell notification because I create these tutorials regularly. And also, if you decide to buy any of the products that I recommend in this video, I will give you courses that will teach you how to get up and running with these products that I'll be demoing in this tutorial. All right, let's get started. Let me show you how to create your sales funnel. All right, so before we get started, I need to go through the things that you need in order for our funnels to work. So first of all, you're going to need to have 4 things in place. Firstly, you're going to need to have WordPress. Secondly, you're going to need a page builder. This makes the building of the funnel much easier. And thirdly, we're going to need Cartflows. Now, this is the plugin that controls all these funnels. And fourthly, we're going to also need a plugin called WooCommerce. Now, this is going to handle all our products and also the payment systems. So first of all, what you want to do is to come over here to Cartflows and click on Flows. So this is where we get to add our funnel. So I'm going to click on Add New. Now we have templates here already prepared for us. Now, when you go into this, you don't need to worry about the layout or the design not looking good because you can always go in and make major changes to this. And by the way, if you prefer to use Elementor or any of those other page builders like Beaver Builder, they also have the same sort of templates. All right, so I'm going to go with this template right here. So I'm going to click on Import. So what's going to happen now is it's going to import my landing page, the thank you page, and also the cart page. Right, so it looks like everything is all imported. That looks great. So what you want to do here is to add your name. So I'm just going to call this main product. But of course, you want to add a name of the product that works with whatever product it is that you're trying to promote. All right, so we have the landing page, the checkout page, and the thank you page. So this is very basic, but you can also add other steps like upsells, downsells, and so on. So I'm just going to keep this simple. So let's go ahead now and take a look at this design. Before I do that, I need to click on Update. Right, so now it's time to design the landing page. So I'm going to come over here, click on Edit. All right, so I'm going to click here on Build on Front End. And this is where our template is going to load up, and I am going to go in now and replace everything in here. So first of all, I can go in and start deleting things that I don't need. So I'm going to start off by deleting this logo here. I don't need that, so I've just deleted it. And then over here on the bottom, I'm going to delete that. So as you can see, I'm just clicking on the trash can, And this allows me to delete any elements that I don't need on my page. So as you can see here, I'm just going in and deleting, and this is the beauty of using this Divi page builder. Okay, so I've just simplified this. That's looking great. Now over here as well, I can actually go in and delete all this stuff if I don't need it. And on the FAQs, if you want to go in and make some adjustments, you can actually go in, make some adjustments, add your content that you need on this page. So this is just a template to get you up and running. All right, so what I'm going to do here is just show you quickly how you can edit here. So I'm going to go into this gear icon, and this is going to take me into my toggle settings. So I'm going to open a new tab here and go to Lorem 2. Now this is a website that I use when I need to copy dummy text. So I'm just going to copy that and just show you how I can just go in quickly and change things. Right, so the first one I'm editing here is called Can I Edit the Files? So I'm just going to go in here, replace this. So I'm just assuming that this is my own content, which I am adjusting on this template. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to save. Now, when I go in, you notice that this is now the content that I've just added. So that's how easy it is to go in and make some customizations. Now, I'm also going to show you how to change the colors as well. But before we do that, let's go in here and start designing our hero area of our page. All right, so I'm going to start by adding a background image. So I'm going to come over here to my section settings, click on the gear icon, background. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add an image. Okay, so I'm going to click here on this area here and add our own image. So the image I'm going to go with is this one right here. So it's always a good idea to add an image that relates to the product that you're trying to promote or the product that you're trying to sell. So in my case, it's a protein drink. So the gym sort of like scenario would work perfectly for this. So I'm going to go in, click on upload an image. So now you can see it's added. Now we have this color right here. That's because we have a background that has been added here. Okay, so we can go in and change this. We can make it black if you want to, and then we can add some transparency if it's a bit too dark. Now this will help our text to be much easier to read by just lowering that transparency. So as you can see here, when people come to our website, it's very, very easy to read. Okay, so you can always adjust this until you're happy with the intensity of this transparency. All right, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to go ahead and save. Now, this template comes with this image here. Now, I don't like that image because this is where we need to add our own product. So I'm going to click here on this gear icon, click here on this image, and then we're going to add our protein drink or our protein powder. Click upload an image. Now instantly that has been updated. So as you can see, it's very, very easy to add all these elements here. Now you may be thinking, oh, well, does this work on mobile devices? And because most people now take a look at websites on their mobile devices. And you know what? This is mobile friendly and you can actually go in and make specific tweaks as well. So let me show you what it looks like. So if I click here on these three little dots on the bottom, this is called expand settings. I can actually click here on this mobile device and you can see our product is there and our heading is there, our description is also there, and our button is there as well. And like I said, you can always go in and make further adjustments. All right, so this is looking great. You can now go into this button and let's go in and change some settings. So I'm going to go in here. So instead of saying let's get started, I'm going to say buy now. Save that. Now we don't need to worry about adding a link to this button because everything is all interlinked, and I'll show you in a minute what I mean by that. Now if you want to change this title here, all you have to do is to highlight it and just change it by just typing your own title. Now this is a bit too much. I'm just going to highlight some of this and delete it like that, so you can see very, very easy to go in and make changes to. Now this is where you want to add your description, but again it's the same thing. You can either do inline editing, or you can actually go in and make further adjustments. So let's say you want to make this text a bit bigger or increase the size. All you have to do is to click this gear icon, click on design, heading text, and then we're going to come over here to size, and then this is where you can just increase the size like that. So you can really go crazy, but of course you just want to keep it nice and tidy. So I'm going to leave it at 52. And this is where I was mentioning that if you want to go in and make specific adjustments on the mobile devices or the screen sizes, this is where you click on this little icon here, click on tablet, and you can really adjust the size of this. So you can see here, I can make it even slightly bigger, 65. And then on the phone, I can reduce the size just to make it look much better. So I'm going to go with 39 or maybe even 40. So as you can see here, this page builder is very, very easy to use and it's very intuitive. Okay, so I'm going to go here. Now that we have this main area, I'm going to save this. And the most important part here is the testimonial. So it comes here with these images. So I just want to go in and show you as well how to change these images. So I'm going to click here on module settings, and then I'm going to click on this image, change it to our own image. So the image I'm going to go with is this one here. Upload an image. And then instantly we have our own image. Let's save that. And then we can come over here, click on this gear icon. And we can change this as well. Okay, so as you can see, it's quite easy to go in and make those changes. Now, if you want to add more, you can always go in and add more testimonials if you want to. All right, so I'm pretty much happy with this page. So I'm going to go. In fact, before I do that, I also want to show you, because sometimes when you have these landing pages, you may want to have a video instead of just an image showing the product. So if you want to add a video, again, that's quite straightforward. I'm just going to delete this so I can show you how to add the video. So I'm going to delete that. And then I'm going to click this plus button, search for my video module. I'm going to select it. Now, this video is just a video placeholder, but we can add our own video. So let's say you've created your sales video, it's on Vimeo or it's on YouTube. All you have to do is to click this plus button to add video, insert from URL. And then this is where you paste your URL to your video. But for now, I'm just going to leave it as it is. But here's a cool thing. If you come over here to overlay, you can actually replace this default image here that comes in from WordPress, from YouTube, and replace it with your own. So I'm going to click here on this plus button, and we can add maybe this image here of this woman in the gym. Click upload an image. So now we can see we have our video in there. But for now, I'm just going to keep things very simple. I'm going to just save this, and then we're going to move on to the next page. So I'm going to save this and exit the Visual Builder. So the next stage now is to add our products in WooCommerce, and then we are going to also create the checkout page. So I'm going to come over here to products and then click on add new. So my first product here is going to be whey protein. And then over here, there's a regular price. So I'm just going to call this I'm just going to maybe sell it at 99. So that's fine. So we don't need to worry about the inventory, the shipping and attributes and all of that. So this is fine. We have our product, and over here we can add our description, but of course we don't need to add that because we can always do that in the funnel program. All right. So now that I've added my product, I'm going to click here on publish. Now let's add another product that we're going to use as an upsell. So I'm going to click here on add new. So let's say this product is an energy drink. Right, now this one here, let's say it costs $9. I'm going to click on publish. So now we've just added two products, the main protein and the energy drink. So you'll see in a moment why it's important to have this and why this is very beneficial to your sales process. All right, so what I'm going to do now, since I have my product, is to come back over here to Cartflows, click on flows. So here's our main product. I'm going to click on edit. So our landing page is done. I can actually view this in a new tab. So here's our product, our landing page. Now let's go in and work on our checkout page. So again, I'm going to click on edit. So let's start by adding our first product, and our first product is the whey protein. And here we go. I'm going to add it. We can also add product variations and quantity options. So in fact, let's enable that. Enable quantity, click on update. Okay. Now the next part here is the order bump. I think this is very, very important. So I'm going to click here on order bump, enable order bump, and then I'll sort of keep the style as it is. Now remember, we added our product at $9. So that was the energy drink. So let's type in here energy drink, 50% off. And then here we can add our description of the energy drink. Now the discount type here, we can say discount percentage, the value 50%. Now over here, we need to select the product. And this is where we say this was the energy drink, right? We're going to select the energy drink. So now we have all the elements that we need for the order bump. Now we can go in here and also customize the border colors and all that fun stuff. But you know what? We're just going to keep this nice and simple. Okay, so now we have our main product and we also have our energy drink, and you can see here the original price is $9. Now the discount price is $4.50. Now I'm going to click here on update. It's time now to take a look at our page and see what it looks like. So I'm just going to click here and I want to open this in a new tab, and now you can see we have whey protein, subtotal, and all that. So what we're going to do now, you can see here we have all these fields. So since we're selling a physical product, it's ideal that we also have a section where the visitor adds their shipping details. But if you're selling a digital product and you don't need the person's address, you can disable all these fields. And let me show you how to do that. So back over here, let's go to checkout design. So this is where I mentioned you can go in and change all your colors, the fonts, and so on. And checkout field is what we're looking for. So over here, we're going to say ship to a different address and then enable the editor. So this is where now we get to choose what items to show and what not to show. So for example, maybe we might not need, let's say the apartment suite. So I can just click on that I and that disables it. So it's as easy as that. So let's say you don't want to include the company name. Again, you can just disable that and then that's gone. Now over here, the shipping fields as well, you can go in, disable the company name. So there's so many ways that you can customize this page and make it the way you want it to. All right, so over here as well, we can click on update, and these changes that I've done are going to be applied to our page. Now let's go to the front end and let's build our checkout page. So I'm going to come over here, build on front end. Over here, we're also going to change this image in the background. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to click here on this gear icon, click on background, and for our image, I'm just going to find a different image here. And this time we are going to add, let's go with this one here. Upload an image. So now our image is right there in the background. And again, we have a color cast to this. So we're going to go in and change the color and add some transparency. So just to show that image a little bit, okay, on the checkout. Great. So now that we have this in place, I'm going to save. Now over here, you can choose to either add a product or just get rid of it altogether. So in my case, I'm going to add the product. So I'm going to click here on this gear icon and add the product. So it's ideal that as people are checking out, they can actually see what product it is that they've just bought. Right, so I'm going to save this. Over here, you can add the description of your product and so on. I'm just going to delete this that comes in by default. And then over here, we have this why buy from us. Again, you can add some information there if you wanted to. Money back guarantee, I think that's also good. Now, I would like to add some more padding to this, because I feel like my design is suffocated there. So here, I'm just going to add 107, 150. So don't panic when you see checkout ID not found. This is where those checkout fields are going to come in. So right now, we're just designing, around this checkout page. Now, what makes this checkout page, or what makes this system very, very powerful is you can actually go in and add even more sections. You can add more content. So let's say, for example, here you want to add testimonials of people that have bought the product. So what you can do is click here on this plus button, add regular section, and let's say we want to add, 4 testimonials. So I'm going to search for my testimonial module here. So as you can see, it's just added in this very quickly for me, and that's great. Now I can go in and customize this text. So I've got Lorem 2 open here. Let me just copy a paragraph of text like that. I'm going to replace this text, the name. Let's add the job. In fact, we don't need the job title. Let's just add the name. So I'm going to add my name there. Now let's add an image. So all you have to do is to come over here to image, click on this area here, and let's look for an image to add. I'm going to go with, okay, let's go with this one here. upload an image. Next, I am going to come over here to elements, show quote icon. I'm going to get rid of that because I don't need it on there. And you can go and further in customize how this actually looks. So let's say you want to change the text there. You can come over here to text, make sure it's centered. And if you want to change the actual font, you can come over here to body text, click here on default, change it to Poppins. We can change the size. We can make it slightly bigger. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at 14. So those could be our testimonials. And again, we can just duplicate this a few times and then just drag this into position. Now, once I've dragged these into position, I can then go in and change. Right, so that's our testimonial. And if you also want to add a title to this, in fact, that's what's going to make it make sense. I'm going to click this plus button, add a single column. Now, here we can add a text module. And this is where we're going to add our title. So for our title, we can just call this Happy Customers, like that. Highlight it and set it to heading 1. Now let's go into design, heading text. We're going to change our font here to Poppins. We're going to center it. Now, if we need to make it slightly bigger, we can just come in here and just drag the slider here up to about 38. Save that. Now this needs to be on the top. So we're going to drag this and then just let go. So now we have happy customers and these are testimonials. So I'm pretty happy with this page. I'm going to save this and then exit the Visual Builder. So that's our second page designed and complete. So I'm going to exit and then let's take a look at it. Okay, so now this is what it looks like. And now we have our fields. So when the customer comes, they can they can add all their information here, email address, and then it also shows the products and how many they can buy. So let's say they want to buy more than one, so they can just add there. And as you can see, the cart has updated. And now check this out. We have this energy drink at 50% off. Now this is where we can go in and add our product that we're promoting as the upsell. So if I click here, you'll notice that the energy drink has been added at £4.50. Also, the currency here is in pounds because obviously I'm in the UK, but if you're in the United States or any other country, you can actually go into WooCommerce and change currency. So that's quite straightforward. Now, once you've done that, you can now proceed to PayPal, and this now has been added to your customer list. Now, the beauty of this is the information of the customers as well is in a database. So it's actually quite good because if you do need to sell other products or promote other products, you have a customer base that you can promote to. All right, so we've designed these 2 pages. Now let's go ahead and design the thank you page. Now, this page is also very important. So we're going to come back over here and open this in a new tab. I'm going to click on edit. So this thank you page is the page that the customer sees after they've purchased the product. So I'm going to click here on build on a front end. Now this is where you can just add a custom message. So thank you for buying our product. And then over here you can add a description. And over here as well, you can ask them to join the social media channels if you do have any, or you can just keep it simple, add a video just to personally thank them for buying your products. So this is the thank you page. It's quite straightforward. In fact, as I mentioned, you can go in and add more items if you wanted to. So let's say you want to add a video to go along with this. You can just click here on this plus button, click single column, and I'm going to add a video here. Click on video. Now, some marketers actually go in and use this page to promote even other stuff. So you can be creative with that if you want to. Okay, so I'm going to come over here to design sizing. So my video here is way too big. I'm just going to reduce the size of that to about, let's say, 62%. I'm going to center it and come over here to content overlay. And then I'm just going to add an image overlay over here. Let me add an image of this guy working out in the gym. Save that. So now we have our thank you page. It has a video. And as I mentioned, you can add as many things as you want in here. Okay, so I'm going to save this page. Now, here's one of the most important things that you need to be aware of. Now, on the bottom here, we can see test mode is active. We actually need to go in and make sure we disable test mode. So this will allow us to now make this live. So I'm going to come back over here, just refresh this page. Right, so that test mode, you can see it here, enable test mode. If we disable that, that means that this flow is going to work now. So I'm going to click on update. Now it's time to test it and see if it's working. So I'm going to click here on view. Okay, so this is our main landing page. In fact, let me get rid of all these other pages. So this is our main landing page. So if we click here on buy now, it's going to take us to our checkout page. So if we go in, we can order as many as we want here. Our upsell is working. We can proceed to PayPal. And once that payment has been made, this is now going to take us to our thank you page. So this is how you easily create a sales funnel in WordPress. Now, this system here will save you quite a lot of money because you buy it once and you only pay it yearly. And I think it's about $299. Now, compare this to ClickFunnels, which can cost you into the thousands per year because it's about $99 per month. So in my opinion, this actually does the same job as ClickFunnels, and you have better control on this system. Now, I haven't touched a lot of things that this plugin comes with in terms of tracking, in terms of even further designs, the upsells, the downsells, and so forth. So I just wanted to create a basic funnel just to show you how easy it is to create it. So there you have it. Thank you all for watching. And by the way, if you buy Cartflows or Divi using my affiliate link, I will give you access to my courses absolutely free. Now, these courses will help you get up and running with these two softwares. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.